My name is Mariam Bishar.
Most bankable host Brian Aseli. Certainly sana for joining right now. We jump straight to the papers. As custom from 6 till 7 a.m., we bring you up to speed on what's happening on our news. And right now, there's alarm over wave of unrest and fires in high schools. And it seems that this is such okay, I'm not going to say it like that. I'm going to say that this is such a trail from the past because we've been having senses of unrest in schools, especially towards examination period. And it seems that this flame is catching on different schools throughout the week. And stakeholders in the education sector have expressed concern over cases of unrest in secondary schools that have left property worth millions destroyed and some schools closed over the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, you're right about the fact that this does occur in waves, especially around examinations. And it's been something that's bothered Kenya for a long time. But the strikes most recently started when students demanded to be allowed to go back home during the teacher strike, which ended about a week ago. At the time, over 100 schools sent home students for fear that they would damage property. But a number of schools have continued to report unrest. Now, Belio Kipsang, who is the Principal Secretary for Education, has not given any comment on the matter yet. But there's several examples. For example, Makueni County had a case of a school fire that affected Makueni Boys High School, Ngoto Boys Secondary School, Kithuki Secondary School, Kitise Secondary School, Matiku Secondary, and Makindu Girls.
As that goes on, Makueni Women Rep, that is Rose Museo and Deputy Governor Lucy Mulili, separately called on students to stop burning down school facilities to express their grievances. And of course, according to her, Mr. Kimilu, he said that a committee should also be set up to investigate the school's unrest. We should end the problem once and for all to enable our students to study. And end of quote.
Of course, there's other cases across the country. For example, Njia Boys High School had one of their dormitories set on fire on Sunday night. And there's about 6 students who are suspected to have started the fire that are currently in police custody. And that is basically replicated all around the country.
A day earlier, a dormitory was also set on fire. It housed 130 students at Isiolo Girls High School and was burnt down, while there is another school also known as Burieruri High School. Students who rioted last week, 2 months after the school was briefly closed over the same similar unrest.
Now, as you've said, these fires or cases of unrest in schools are recurring. They do tend to be a problem. I think if we don't address the root cause, we will not be able to actually see an end to unrest in schools, be it around examinations or any other things. I think one of the biggest grievances that you hear from students is that they feel unheard. Not that it's a justification for us or anything of that sort, but if there is no proper way of actually listening to students and finding common ground on things that affect them, then I think we'll continue to see cases like this.
Yes, it's true. And simply because some will ruin their lives, some have already been arrested. So imagine being arrested for arson and being taken to prison when you're underage or maybe below the ages of 18. Then you have to spend all this time trying to build your life maybe later on, depending on the kind of case that will be leveled against you. So as we do that, we hope that everything will be under control. That's at least according to the Basic Education Principal Secretary, who's meant to make a comment on the same.